Hi YouTube, in my previous video I said I was going to do a video on the Vector, so here it is. This class I just set up randomly for some quick score streaks. I'm using UAV, Hunter Killer and Lightning Strike. I've got the Vector with Silencer, Extended Mags and FMJ. The perks I'm using are Ghost, Scavenger and Dexterity. Now, a lot of people do not use the Vector and I don't understand why. It's one of the best guns in Call of Duty. In my opinion, it's got a great iron sight. The fire rate on it is incredible, and yeah, it's not classed as the best SMG for damage, but the fire rate more than makes up for that. So even though it doesn't have the same like bullet kills like as the PDW, so you have to put an extra bullet in somebody to kill him, the fire rate on it more than makes up for the extra bullet that you need to kill someone. Another point with the Vector is, like, hip firing is ridiculously accurate with it. I think it's the most accurate of all the SMGs I've used so far. Stats wise it probably isn't the most accurate, but once you've got used to it, you obviously will change your mind, because it's just mind boggling how good this gun is. Like, in the first half of this video, I think I ended up with like 24 to 2 or 3. You'll see a couple of bad spawns and some like really crappy kills that should never have happened, sort of thing, but thus is the game. I'm not going to be talking overly too much about this because I'm going to let the video sort of do the talking for me. But I will like give some pointers and tips around using a Vector and sort of where to go and stuff around this map. Like, I'm on raid at the moment, as you can see, and I tend to walk around the outside of the map. I mean, you'll see a lot of my paths that I go through are exactly the same every time I spawn or get killed. So you get some good pointers of where the enemy normally is, and some good places to sort of hang around and just to get behind the enemy, really. We end up losing this match somehow, but I end up with like the most kills and probably the least deaths as well. The other team didn't really stand a chance, even though they ended up winning somehow. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you at half time.
Established in the overhead. Ready for losing Bravo. Lightning strike orders received. Confirm 1 EKIA. Hunter killer drone deployed. Sniper down! Losing B. Gun. UAV on standby. UAV inbound. Hunter killer drone on standby. Friendly hunter killer drone deployed. Losing Bravo. Get up and move! Securing B. Grenade! Hostile hunter killer drone inbound. Check your timeline. Sticky going out! Concussion out! Get down! Dropped it! Good job, squad. Get ready for the next round.
Right, half time it is. I hope you enjoyed the video so far. As you can tell, I'm top of the leaderboards on this game, just using the Vector. I don't have a secondary because I just don't think you need one with the Vector. You just use the scavenger to ensure you've got all the magazine size and all the ammo you need. As you can tell, when you start off, you get a good magazine size anyway. With extended mags, you get 48 bullets, which is probably one of the most high capacity SMGs in the game. I think the only one that beats that is the PDW, possibly. Don't quote me on that one though, because I'm not entirely 100%. But as you can tell, I sort of go around the same paths each time we sort of get spawned, and I tend to follow the same routes religiously, just because you'll find that a lot of the enemies will walk straight past you and you can get them. Now there is a couple of, well, I like to call bullshit spawns, and things that should never have happened. Like there's one where I get spawned and then straight away I get killed and stuff like that, but that happens on all games. So anyway, I hope so far you've been interested in the Vector and going to start using it, because it is such a good gun. And it also takes away from the fact that every motherfucker on Call of Duty seems to use the PDW and the MSMC. Stats wise, yeah, they probably are better, but why be a noob? Why use a gun that everyone else is using? Get used to a different gun. Try them out. Try them all out, in fact. There's a lot of good guns, and it doesn't mean to say that you have to go for what everyone else is using. If you find a gun that you are comfortable with, good with, stick with it, but don't sort of completely rule out the other guns. Like for me, I can't use the PDW for Toffee. I'm going to admit it straight off. I can't use it. I don't like it. For me, it just doesn't work. Like, I never get the hype of everything. It was like on Modern Warfare 2, where everyone used to go around using the UMP-45, and that was a gun that I, again, couldn't use. I just don't understand why people used it. Obviously, they were better than me at using it, but for me, it just didn't work out. I found myself in Modern Warfare 2 using the Mini Uzi and the Vector, so that's why I kind of had sort of like a root cause to use it in this one, because I really enjoyed it in the other one. And it's pretty much the same, to be honest. If you compare them from the Modern Warfare 2 to the Black Ops 2 version, the Vector is almost identical. Like, I don't think they've really messed around with the stats much from the previous game. But anyway, you'll find that a lot of the enemies tend to hang around in buildings, like that building at the top right, and they'll camp up those stairs where I'm running to now. A good spot to hide is just behind that van that I ran past, because if you get the other team spawning on the other side, it's a good way to use your sniper and get some kills that way, and nobody really sees you in this building here. Now, I mentioned before that I had FMJ on, and I didn't quite understand why there was no bullet penetration there using a silencer, even though I was obviously going to hit him at some point. So that, if you guys can explain to me how some of the stuff works and how the mechanics work, I'd love to know, because obviously sometimes you do really well, sometimes you do really bad. Is it all down to connection? I don't know. You tell me. But I think another reason why the Vector does so well is if you're against a team that aren't really that good. Like this team, to be honest, I didn't feel was overly good. You tend to do really, really well. Like a lot of them were trying to snipe in this building camp, and they use assault rifles and stuff that don't really work on this level, I don't think. Like you can run around with an SMG. I mean, look at this retard. Why would you do that? Why would you lob a combat axe and then hit the floor and try and shoot you when you're getting shot at? And then what the hell this guy was doing? He knew that I went round there, but why did he not just come around spraying and praying? I don't know.
We're being dominated. Take those positions. Securing Alpha. Confirmed.
I mean, if you guys like my videos and stuff like that, and you want to give us a shout or play with me sometime online, then feel free to add my gamer tag or PSN name. It's xneo_AngeloX. I'll leave the the PSN ID in the description bit, and I'll also leave a link to our website where you can find all our videos that we've done on YouTube in one place. That was the most retarded own sort of kill myself ever. It was stupid. Like, why on earth did I decide to put a lightning strike there and run into it? Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe and comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers, take care.